What up, guys? This is your boy NexGenLightSkin-XP. Today, I wanted to give a different video because low-key, I wanted to make something different. So, here we are with a GTA 5 video, and today we're gonna try to. I know this one was a big situation because I had a friend of mine, as you may know, the little person called Gotham, who is a heathen and likes to shoot me, aka the shooting buddy, I guess you could say. We were sitting here looking for these dubsters. Well, she was, and then I became interested in trying to find these things again because I thought these things were impossible to find, which they are. But here's the thing, like, they're not, to be honest, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would have been. Like, somebody with a dubster, came up and everything, and it was like, oh, so you have one, huh? I came across one, and, you know what you do. So they was like, oh, well, I'll help you. And I'm like, all right. So they had one, which increased the chance of spawning. But at the same time, this is a painful staking process. But yeah. So it's a different way. You can do this with it or without it. Majority of the time, you could do it without it, but it helps if you have one. Now, what me and my friend tried to do is find a dubstep off the street to maybe increase the chance of spawning. I don't know if it still spawns at that hill or not, so it'd be kind of difficult to know. All I know is it's in the one mission. Now, yeah, it's like a little mission, what you call it. Because what you gotta do is you go to jobs, you go to play jobs, and you go to Rockstar Created to enable to find this gold or chrome dubstep that you want. And let's see here. Normally I'm not in the right area to be starting this, but you go to missions, then you go to what you call it. I forgot what you call it. Not rooftop rumble, but it's called. I'm starting the wrong way. Normally I go from the top and start making my way down to the bottom. Let's see. Blow up, blow up, blow up. Is it Chopper Tail? I believe it is Chopper Tail. Yes, it is Chopper Tail. And then it says you want to start. You click that mug. You click OK. And it says no active. So what you want to do is you want to host it because it's better that you host it. At first I didn't read and I was like, you know what? Click X. But it's better that you host it so that way it just be you and yourself. As you can see, it says it shows it from right here. I don't even need to do it unless you just want that in general. So, we're going to start this mug. We're going to launch the session because this is only for finding the dubstep, really most likely, as sad as that is. Yes, if you still want it, then yeah, you do it by yourself. It's easy to go through. Now, I know in most other videos I done seen, some people are not really good in detail and length of how to do it, where to find it. I mean, they show you where to find it and how to get it and what you have to do so. But I hated one thing specifically, and that was when they told me what to do to get one. But every time I did, it seemed like it never worked. So what it's like, it was just one of those videos where it's like, bruh, you already got one, so it probably spawns up already for you more easily. Indeed it does, but it doesn't at the same time already. So, you just sitting there thinking like, bruh, and they'd be like, okay, just like the one in the hills, for instance. They'd be like, okay, if you sit here in this spot for one good hour between this time and time, then it will spawn and it will come across. Coming from the point that they already have one, my friend sat there repeatedly every time she joined the GTA session, just sat there on the exact time to the T and never still got it. So, and I don't know if that's patched or not, but at the same time, she used to sit up there repeatedly just waiting in a dubster, not a custom chrome one like this one, but a dubster just in general. And it was funny because she would just sit there and wait like a heathen that she is. And Yeah. Sorry, GTA drivers. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. Until I saw someone had it, I'm like, nah, they probably custom it out. But then I realized the only way you're gonna know is because of the way this I forgot what you call it, a little circle on the back. The extra tire tote, I'm gonna call it that, is the fact that that's different. It's on the one instead of like if you ever seen a regular dubster, it's not in the middle. It's on the left hand side of the truck, the SUV. Yes. So that's the case. Normally, and if you want to start, you start from here. That's why I was trying to start, but I didn't. So what you normally want to do is to start off, you want to drive this line. Because some people show you and they tell you what to do, how you get it, what time it is. In this one, the time never changes. It's always 12. So that's good. Normally what you want to do is slowly ride this line. Almost at this exact pace. As painful as it was, and I tried it, and I was like, oh. Now, to be honest, it's like, to be fair, it's going to give you a different car, so you have to kind of do it like maybe every so often. Especially if you're riding a different vehicle. You can do it. It doesn't matter how many people is in the car, as long as, you know, they ain't going over messing up the time for it to spawn. You know, you being here and they're being all the way over there at that Los Santos Customs, because that's where we're heading towards. That's where we're going. So, yes, you want to sit here, take this little line here, and you want to drive it as slowly as possible. Slowly as possible. And yeah. Now, normally you would always get that, like, right here where I'm looking. There's always one car that's in that corner for some reason. Then there's a person walking down the middle of the street. That I do not know, but if it happens, I think that's good, I guess. I'm just riding this line. Now, I have done this with without a vehicle, and it has somewhat worked. Just gave me different random, customized rare vehicles. Some hot, some not hot. They're just already customized. Some I can do with. So, like, right now, riding this line slowly. Even another trick or tactic to use is look the other way. So that way, you know, I don't know what it specifically do, but I used to try it too, because, you know, I thought it would help it setting up a spawn time, like helping it spawn better. But normally I'll look in the distance, and sometimes there would always be something there. And if there's not, then I'm going to show you what the process to do on that too. So we're going to sit here and roll with it. Yeah, and you see, like, as you see, there's nothing there. So, no panic, because we won't always get it the first, second, third, or even fifth try. Sometimes it takes a while, so it's kind of almost best to have something to talk to. So, we're going to go do this right here. You know, I don't know. I just think it helps increase time and chances, and sometimes even going back even a little bit further, and then turn around and repeat the process. Now, it's painstakingly. And I'm just gonna you're gonna bear this. I'm not even gonna do raw. I'm not even gonna do straight edits, because sometimes edits can be misleading. So I'm just gonna sit here and yeah, ride this line slowly, just slow as I can. Yeah, you can pass me. Thank you. And yeah, as you can see, I'm even riding a gold dubster, so it's not like in most other videos where it's like, okay guys, today we're sitting here with the gold dubster. Now, to get the gold dubster, as you can see, it is 12 o'clock always, which is true. So it should still be the same time regardless, so you don't have to worry about time. So it's just like, yeah, so today we're just going to sit here and ride the dubster. Now, the dubster, of course, has this modification. It's rare like any other vehicle, which is great information, because it is different, it is modded, and it also is like go for 20 to 23,000 most likely. Yes, it's in the 20,000 range. So yes, that's not wrong either. And as you can see, a different car spawned up, but we don't want it. In that little corner you see that I'm looking at, little roofing area, that's where the vehicle's gonna spawn at. But the situation we're trying to do is spawn the gold dubster or the chrome dubster, and then when you get it, it should be more easy to spawn. Like when she found out when I showed her this technique, my friend here, she ended up getting 7. She was like, oh, I found more than you. No, I got 7. And I'm like, oh, well, that's because I was tired and I didn't feel like doing it. So she got ahead of the game. So what I'm trying to do is get mine. And yet at the same time, we're going to experience together because I only have, as you saw, the two chrome and yet this dubsta, the chrome and gold. So yes. So the situation at hand is, yeah, finding another dubsta to put in the garage. I'm driving a little bit too fast, to be honest. I need to be riding this line slowly as possible. So, other than that, yeah. Because most people be like, oh, well, you know, to do this and such, you know, you got to do this. And yet, the fact that they already have a gold or chrome dubstep makes it very disappointing for the fact that it's like, how? How? I did it with another vehicle. Chopper tail is the best to do. Find a chrome and gold dubstep so far that I know of, which I know other YouTubers have done so, and they're best at explaining it. But this is for the PS4. So if you guys have a PS4, yes, I mean the rules shouldn't change. At least I don't think for Xbox One, and it is only for the Xbox One and PS4. I learned that the hard way, sitting there on PS3 trying to do so, and I was like, no. For some of you guys that even care for having a vehicle of the rare vehicle and such. I know some don't, some do, and they be like, okay, I've been trying to find this thing, I don't know where to find it. So, that's the thing. Finding the chrome dubster is the situation that used to be almost my goal. When I found out, I was like, you know what, I'm done with GTA. You know what, but I really wasn't, because I still haven't got a Savage in the tank, and I haven't completed all life goals yet. Well, especially with all the new vehicles coming out and everything, just like, yes, yes, indeed. So, yeah, at this point, yeah, this is the process. Of course, it's gonna be like, oh, it's easy for you because you got it already. As you can see, it hasn't even spawned for me. It hasn't spawned it for me. I'm actually going through the process that I had to take to get it. But having a dubs to do, if I'm right anyway, having a dubs to do increases the chance. For the fact that it hasn't spawned anything up yet, it might be just because I'm looking directly in that direction, which I'm going to try. If it doesn't spawn nothing up the next time, I will try. And I believe there's nothing there. So we're going to have to try looking a different direction. And maybe in hopes of that working. Yes. So, I remember how this moment was. I was just like, it's better when somebody else drives and does it, and it's just, ugh. Like, goodness gracious. Yeah. I don't think they patched it either after all these new updates and crap that they were given. So, yes. Trying to look the other direction. I'm gonna try to drive slowly, looking the other direction. Let's see, there we go. Boom, boom. So, yeah, and it was discouraging looking at other YouTubers like, okay, this is how you find the vehicle, and you have the vehicle right here. Apparently, as you can see, I'm driving one already, so it's gonna be easier for me. Yes, it was very discouraging when I saw that, because I'm like, you already have one. Tell us what it takes for people who don't have one. This guy's so anxious to get around me. Go. Jeez. Yes. But I believe it should work because most of the time it does. It's just the fact that it increases the chance if you have a dubsta already. Well, the modded dubsta anyway. And a dubsta, I believe in general, should increase the chance. So just even a regular one. And I am in the right mission. It just takes some time. It's a painful, excruciating time loop with this whole trying to see. Look right there, boom. And I swear that's like all I did was change look the other way. So I believe looking the other way has something to do with it, because as you can see, it's right here, right there, a painful, excruciatingly chrome dubsta. Oh godly! When I say that was painful. It wasn't as painful because it's actually it was a short amount of time, but I believe if anything you can do this with a regular car as well. So you know we're gonna save it, put it in the garage, ride out the other one. As you can see, we got a chrome dubsta. So and I believe